Put on your yarmulkes. It's time to celebrate Hanukkah. Special guest Jason Torchinsky is here to make sure the old Goyim get it right as we ask the eternal question. Which number will be greater? The number of nights of Hanukkah or the number of fake bands we could find? This is the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Welcome to the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. I'm Charles. There's Alan.
Hey.
There's T-Mike.
Shalom.
And with us today for this special episode, let's all welcome Jason Torchinsky.
Hello.
Hey, Jason, on this special night, let me be the first to...
Happy Hanukkah, Jason.
Let me be the second to...
Happy Hanukkah, Jason.
Merry Christmas, Jason.
Merry Christmas to you too, Charles.
All right, we're talking about Hanukkah in this episode since tonight is the first night of these special 8 nights. So thank you, Jason, for forsaking your family and friends to hang with us.
No problem.
We probably don't need to explain Hanukkah, but maybe we should just to be safe. Jason, can you help us with this?
I actually think we actually might need to explain Hanukkah, just based on my experience growing up as a Jew in the South and the number of times I've been asked, is it Jewish Christmas? Which it is very much not, because if it was Christmas, there wouldn't be the Jewish part, really. It's not Jewish Christmas. Okay, so here's what it is. It's an interesting holiday because it's one of the few Jewish holidays that doesn't commemorate all of us getting killed or exiled or something terrible happening. It's a victory. It's a military holiday. Ooh. And it's one where we came out ahead for a change, and that feels great. It's a minor holiday also. Like, it's barely mentioned in the Talmud. It's not a huge deal, but it's a pleasant holiday. I like it. So it has to, basically what it's commemorating.
It's celebrated instead of observed.
It's a good deal. I mean, they got that much light out of just a little bit of oil.
Well,
that's a good deal.
We're going to get to this.
Okay.
We're going to get to that because that's the alleged miracle, which I have opinions about. But okay, but the main part of the holiday, the part that I think really is we're celebrating, is something called the Maccabean Revolt, which happened between 167 and 141 BCE, if you guys may remember that era. Mm-hmm. So here's what was going on. So the area where the Jews were in Israel or Judea at the time, there were Greeks were doing great around the time. That's that era. They were taking over a lot of parts of the world, and the Greeks were in charge of the area. And it was early on. It was actually very beneficial and friendly. Like there were a lot of Jews that were getting what they called Hellenized. They were, and my own name, Jason, is actually derived from that. Jason is a Hellenized Jewish name. So Jews in the era would have picked the name Jason because it kind of fit with some more...
Jason the Argonauts.
With more Hebrew names. Things were going okay. There was a lot of assimilation, which good or bad, whatever. But then there was 2 factions of the Greeks, the Seleucids and some other factions. And there was a war. Things started to turn, and they turned out very badly for the Jews at the time. Big shocker. So... the Greeks they took over Jerusalem, they took over the temple, and the Jews were being horribly oppressed. But a group of Jews, under the leadership of Judah Maccabee, which means Judah the Hammer, was a really tough Jew. They basically started a guerrilla war. So this was a guerrilla warfare, and they fought against the Greeks over and over again, and eventually they were victorious. They took Jerusalem back, they got the temple back, and the holiday is commemorating this victory over the Greeks and the rededication of the temple. So,
Charles, when you're editing, if anything has ever deserved a "the more you know" stinger, I think that this might be the one.
The temple in Jerusalem is like the temple, like the biggest big deal.
Yeah. This is the OG temple, and I believe the Western Wall that you still see, people praying to it. That's like the one little chunk that still remains.
Wow!
So this is a big deal. And getting it back from the Greeks was a big deal. But, the Greeks came in, they put up statues of Zeus, they hung up their weird posters, they left crap everywhere. They desecrated this temple.
Right.
So they had to rededicate it. And one of the things that you had going on in the temple was there was this eternal light, this menorah that was always supposed to be on. It was an oil-burning menorah, and it needed special consecrated oil. Now, when they got there, they only had one vessel or whatever of oil to light this thing. And it would have taken them a whole 8 days, over a week, the guy said, to get a whole new batch of specially consecrated oil.
He's backed up. There's a lot of, everybody wants consecrated oil this time of year.
Yeah. It was, but they're all busy making, what is that? What's that stuff? The
non-consecrated oil.
That fish sauce?
Garum.
Garum. Yeah, there you go.
Roman ketchup.
All the amphorae were taken up with garum, so they just had to wait. They needed 8 days. They only had what they thought was enough oil for 1 day, and they're like, this isn't great. This is supposed to be lit all the time. Oh, it's terrible. But the oil actually ended up lasting for 8 days. And this miscalculation of volume of oil is considered a miracle somehow. Look, I think it's great. I think it's wonderful the oil lasted longer than they thought, but somebody mistaking how long oil would last as to call that a miracle is really pushing the boundaries of what I think a miracle is. I don't mean this to be, I'm not trying to, demean anything. It's still a holiday that means something to me, but it's never because the amazing miracle of there was more oil than we thought. It's just not.
It does raise questions about who's choosing the miracles to perform up there. Like, all these Jews are being slaughtered. Nah, they're almost out of oil. Get on that.
Whoa. Seriously,
this will not stand.
A small guerrilla army of Jews beat the Greek Empire. That's a miracle enough.
Yeah.
That you could have just stopped there.
You didn't need to gild a lily, add a cherry on top.
You don't need to stick a yarmulke on a yarmulke here. It's just you didn't. It's a lame miracle. Yeah. Whatever. But the thing is, the holiday itself, though. The holiday itself is, I like it. It's like, over the years, the meaning, you light the menorah every night. It's in the darkest bit of winter. Like right now, I feel like as soon as the sun goes down at like 4:15, it feels like it's 10:30 or 11 o'clock.
Yes, it does.
Stupid daylight savings time.
And so like the idea of, they call it the Festival of Lights, the idea of bringing light into darkness, you're with your family. The reason we give gifts is 100% because of the time association with Christmas. That the gift-giving holiday used to be Purim, but they kind of moved it to Hanukkah just so little Jewish kids wouldn't feel so bad that everybody else was getting presents. So,
speaking of which, happy Hanukkah, Jason! First day, there's a present for.
Can I open it now?
Open it now. I want it's fake band related because that's what we do, and it's a band that I think is a lot like you. They're wild and It's Tenacious D.
Oh, and I love Tenacious D.
Yeah.
The pick of this. Thanks, Charles.
Exactly. I thought it was right. I got carded at Walmart for that. It's an R-rated thing. They carded me.
Does it come with weed?
No, I don't know.
Is this like a THC DVD?
T-Mike, do you want to give him your present?
Uh-oh.
Sure. Here you go, Jay.
All right. T-Mike, why don't you explain why you got him this one? This is T-Mike's present that he has. Go ahead and explain why you got it for him.
Well, Jason is a very long time, dear old friend. And
he's all choked up.
I love him to death. That's why I got him.
UHF is a fantastic, honestly, a fantastic movie.
It's so touching.
I showed this to Otto, my son, like a couple years back, and he thought it was hilarious.
Well, now he can have his own copy.
Yeah, this would be great.
Alan, you want to give him your present?
Sure.
Here's Alan's present. Why don't you explain before I hand it to him why you gave him this one?
I think I see where this is going.
I think that a lot of times the thing that matters a lot.
Go on, Alan. Just jump off the cliff. Make a guess, Alan. Make a guess.
Before I open it.
Why'd you pick that especially?
I think because of the sci-fi elements.
The sci-fi element, of course, yes.
Yes, the sci-fi element.
Let's see. Oh, yes, of course. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
A DVD. Is that Don Knotts?
That's Don Knotts.
Oh, yeah. Classic Don Knotts.
Honestly, I guess a ghost counts as sci-fi. Giving an honorific to a chicken is a social science.
Yeah, social science, yes.
Thank you, all of you who clearly went in. And this wasn't Charles.
We all thought about it for many days about it.
Real hard.
Seemed like for 8 days we've thought about it.
That's beautiful. Thanks, fellas.
All right, so basically,
to be fair though, have we talked about T-Mike's presents to Jason in the past?
Oh, they've always
we have not.
We have not. T-Mike used to go all out for Jason's Hanukkah presents.
What I liked about
crazy
T-Mike's
amounts.
presents was he was a stickler for the number. It had to be 8 presents exactly.
Yeah,
and I do remember one year.
But you might open them all at once.
Oh, he'd open them all at once. But the point was he wanted to have 8 presents as dictated by
Jewish law.
Like, I don't know. Yes, you had to have it. So One year, I remember he gave me 6, and of course, I was fine. Like, there's plenty of presents, and they were always bonkers things. A lot of them were difficult to transport.
Yeah.
And then when we counted them up, and I thought he was done. T. Mike was like looked around, and I thought it was ending, and he was like, "Oh crap, wait!" And he runs out of the room, and he comes in with 2 gigantic tubs of lard
For gift number 7 and gift number 8.
Yeah, exactly.
There was one time you called me because T. Mike gave you 8 packages of all different sizes and shapes, and every time you opened it, it was 1 pair of white tube socks.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be a big box, and it was just 1 pair. It'd be a
Every
small
Christmas.
one, it was like a tube that they put posters in it, and everything was just 1 pair of white tube
that's
socks.
good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And then what was the last one of that, Jay? Remember?
The last pair.
The last pair of socks, it was a book.
Oh.
And I cut a
Yes.
hole out of the
yes.
book.
And it had, I
It
still
had
have
socks
that book.
in it. Oh, you do? Oh,
I still
okay,
have
awesome.
that book. Yeah. And I still have one of the socks. It's my jerk off sock now, but it's still fantastic.
For so many years.
lot of use
Yeah,
out of it.
you get attached to things.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really soft now.
No, it is not. It is like marble.
All right, so technically
never
we're
mind.
hearing
Sorry, I
this is
said-
a minor holiday.
It's a minor holiday.
That might be one of the reasons why it's so hard to find Hanukkah-related shows that have fake bands.
Okay, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
minor holiday liturgically, but like culturally, I feel like it's one of the 2 holidays everybody can name that Jews celebrate.
Like St. Patrick's Day.
Like St. Patrick's Day is not technically a Jewish holiday.
It's not.
No, well,
Expound on
I'll
that.
have to look it up. I don't think you're thinking of St. Saperstein's. No,
Oh, maybe that's it.
All right.
But
So it's a smaller holiday,
smaller holiday, like,
and it's a smaller market size.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Jews are like like you forget how few Jews there are in the world. There's like 12 and 15 million Jews in the whole world. I believe.
Wow.
Oh,
really?
wow.
It's a tiny percentage. Like, in America and Israel, the 2 countries with the biggest Jewish population. But globally, it's a fraction. It's like a tiny.
Well,
fraction.
there's horrible reasons for that.
There are
horrible reasons
And we,
for those numbers being the way they are.
We're also not great at evangelizing ourselves.
Oh yeah, no, that's not your thing. I mean, I respect the hell out of that. I
Yeah.
just got to say,
One of the
thanks for
things
not
that
knocking on doors.
one of the things I had to do, for our listeners, is I had to get the Hallmark Plus membership.
Oh, wow, that's
the free just
Oh,
to
man.
help. And they have, I think, about 2,000 Christmas
Yeah.
ones. They have 5 Hanukkah ones.
Well, they only started doing Hanukkah stuff 2019.
yeah,
Really?
That was the first.
Really?
and they do like one a year.
Yeah, the network was like, it's only been doing it for like the past 20 years or something like that. But I mean, it's they just started in
But aren't
2019. They
there-
had the
you would-
first ones. Yeah.
But we did find a few. We did find a few.
I was going to say, you would think there would be more professional Jewish women who are working big, important jobs in the city and then have to go back to their hometown and meet the handsome other Jewish person who now owns like a
But they're
artisanal
usually
cheese
I was going to
shop
say, but
in
that's the thing. They're usually not like lumberjacks
No.
or
Yeah,
cowboys
yeah.
or.
Traditionally.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a tinsmith. That's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so the first one we want to talk about is actually a rerun from our show. We've done this one before. You might remember from our B-Boy boy band episode, the band Boys to Menorah.
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
That was from the December 19th, 2019 episode of the Late Late Show with James Corden. I think on our fakebands.com, I think there's an error. I think we just call it the Late Show. So
Oh.
just, it's a spoiler. It's not perfect. It's fakebands.com.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys are wondering.
Well, but you could fix it.
You could fix
Oh,
it
that's
if
right.
people wanted to sign up and fix
All
it.
you got to do is email us at fakebands@vgg.com. You can email us to get a login for the wiki, or you can just email us for any reason whatsoever.
Or we could just email Mark from Canada and he'll fix it for us.
That's
He's
true.
super great.
From this episode of the Late Late Show with James Corden, we get the debut of the boy band, which is really kind of a man band. It's
Yeah.
not really boys in it.
Yeah.
Boys to Menorah. The people are James Corden. You might remember him from Boys Unlimited. He was in that fake band.
That's right.
Zach Braff, he was Scrubs.
Yeah, from Scrubs. Yeah.
I don't know if he was in a fake band in Scrubs.
In the air guitar band, he was not in that.
Oh, no?
No, he was not in that. No, Turk was in that.
But there's a
so-
lot of fake bands in
There's
Scrubs.
a good number of fake bands. Yeah.
Worthless Beyond.
Charlie Puth is there. He's a recording star. He's got some top 10 hits. Christopher Mintz-Plasse is there. He's McLovin from Superbad.
nice.
Oh, wow.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
He's also with Tommy, who runs the auditions in Pitch Perfect.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
another
Nice.
big band
Okay,
connection.
yeah.
And Josh Peck, who was in Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Although it was Drake that had the fake band,
That's right. Yeah.
but Josh did perform at Drake's band, so we could count him
Okay.
Yeah.
as part of it.
Mintzploss, that guy's name sounds like a city outside of Munich or something.
It might actually be. I don't know.
Or it could be something you do like in French cooking, like fine cuisine before the
like
meal
take the
comes out.
eggplants, mince plots them
mince
effectively
plots,
till you get a thick gel.
So the big hit was A Week and a Day.
Got a week and a day of love for you, this Hanukkah girl. Got a week and a day to show you how much I care. When the world gets sad, our hearts will free us, just like Judas Maccabeus. When you light the candles, baby, I wanna be there.
So the next one is, I believe, Alan, you looked at this movie.
And actually, I did not have to do Hallmark Movies Plus.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
I just paid $3 for it. On I believe it was on Fubu or Hobo or Nongo or one of the 9 million streaming
Bingo,
things.
Bango,
Yeah, it's one of those.
But I do get a free greeting card a month.
Oh.
So I'm not bragging. Not to brag. That's just one of the perks.
Dang.
Is there an American Greetings channel?
I don't know.
It's all Ziggy cartoons.
Yes. Hanukkah and Rye is basically a Jewish version of You Got Mail, and only it's got delis instead of bookstores.
This has big Jew face feel already going on.
It's not a bad choice for a rom-com to remake. I mean, it's solid. It's got roots that go back to Jewish playwright Miklos Laszlo's Parfumerie, who was which was the original one. It was adapted as The Shop Around the Corner in 1940, and then In the Good Old Summertime in 1949, and She Loves Me in 1963. And then, of course, it became You've Got Mail.
I didn't realize that's such a long pedigree.
Yeah, they've really beaten this horse possibly back into life again.
Yeah.
The screenwriter Julie Sherman Wolfe posted on Twitter actually that she pitched the movie to Hallmark as You've Got Mail, but she got shot down, which I would have made it so much better.
Oh my gosh.
The film is not really about fake bands or musicians. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're really interested in that and you're looking for a movie to kind of watch, it's not really worth slogging through for that because it's fairly small. It is kind of a nice change from the typical Hallmark holiday movie in that it's not about a single woman who leaves her successful life in the big city to for some schmo who couldn't be bothered to leave hometown.
What?
I know. It's actually about some schmo from the slightly smaller but larger geographically city who comes to the big city and meets the girl there.
Oh.
And unlike about 90% of Hallmark movies, it's not about Christmas.
Not at all?
Okay, well, there was a mention of having Chinese food and watching movies on Christmas, but it was mostly Christmas free. And the cast was mostly Jewish.
Mostly?
So the female lead was Molly. She's played by Yael Grobglass, she's in Jane the Virgin. She's like one of the main antagonists in that show. The male lead his name is Jacob. He's played by Jeremy Jordan, he played Win in Supergirl, if you've ever shown that show. But more interestingly for us, he was the voice of Lucifer Morningstar in Has Been Hotel, which we've talked about in the past.
We have.
In our Angels and Devils show, which Jason was here for.
I remember that.
So yeah, it's synergy, folks. It's synergy. The one outlier is Tim Nalazane, who I don't really know for sure. He's a black actor. He's been in a bunch of Hallmark productions, and he plays this doorman / security guard who doesn't actually do anything other than sit at a desk by the
all these movies, he's just like the security guard.
No,
could it just be he works at that building that they always film at? And they just say,
I'm not sure if he's always a security guard. He has a name in some of them. So yeah, but he is. But he's just, in this movie, he's just sitting there just reacting to the main characters when they get their mail. And he has this kind of magical Negro energy. I was watching the whole time to kind of like, oh yeah, when is this going to happen? When is it going to be like that? But I don't know his religion. Sammy Davis Jr. was black. He was Jewish.
There's a lot more black Jews than Sammy Davis Jr. There's a whole category of Ethiopian Jews.
I know. According to Wikipedia, it says that folks in Israel don't think they're real Jews.
Only assholes. Plenty of Jews think they're fine. In fact, they're harder core in some ways because they have a really early version of the Talmud.
II.
What's that?
They're pre-Vatican II.
Yeah,
so they do all their Jewish stuff in Latin,
Yeah, no, they count. They're absolutely
all right.
Anyway, the thing that is kind of cool, and actually a lot of reviews mentioned this. This is one of the very first, if not the first, Hallmark movie about Judaism where it was actually like written by Jews, produced by Jews, and acted by Jews. And it wasn't like it was just kind of obvious that it was written by a guy who spent his bathroom break on Wikipedia looking up Jewish traditions.
Jews in the entertainment
I know,
industry?
hard to believe.
What?
Yeah. Because apparently the earlier ones, the ones they made in 2019 and 2020, a lot of it was about like explaining this crazy Hanukkah holiday. So there's a whole lot of stuff about explaining what Judaism is and like what the holiday means. There was like the names of different things. And this one, they didn't do that, which is kind of neat. So they actually just kind of go through, and the only explaining the tradition thing was, which was actually kind of interesting, was Molly talks about the importance of the Jewish deli as a gathering place for immigrant communities in New York. And so it was like this little spot where they could have food from home and just kind of like the gathering place. People spoke your language. It was actually kind of interesting. I was like, oh, I didn't. And then I looked online, and it actually, there's quite a bit of scholarship about that. So it's kind of neat. So anyway, just to get you up to speed, Molly is the next generation of a family that runs Gilbert's Deli, which is a classic New York deli that just happens to look like it was set on a Toronto movie stage. You know,
Didn't look completely official.
With the milk and bags.
That would be great. She does say bubby, and she says mishigas, and she's learning to make egg creams. One of the things that comes up again is that the deli is famous for its latkes, which seemed kind of weird to me.
I mean, some delis have latkes. I mean, that's not out of the question.
No, I'm not saying that they don't have them, but it does seem like it's a weird thing to hang your hat on. It's kind of fairly
Famous for your
simple.
latkes.
I mean, is that? I mean, I know it's traditional for Hanukkah, but what about the other times? Of the
I mean,
year?
you can eat them all year. They're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can, but I mean, is it just like an everyday kind of? You might. Let's have latkes tonight, or is it more of a?
You could
holiday
eat
thing?
turkey every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
It
we
would
could
have
eat
to
it-
be
I mean, it wouldn't be
Thanksgiving.
that weird to have something and have some latkes.
It just seems weird, like for deli, you think like they're pickles or like their
Like
their
a
corned
corned
beef, or
sandwich or
like
something.
their sandwiches. It just seemed kind of strange. I was like, okay, because it's a fairly simple recipe that like I'm pretty sure my mom made, and she was like not like officially not Jewish in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, her family is pretty much what you get when you order up standard Jewish family from Central Casting, and then we cut to what looks like Malibu, maybe, and this like airy upscale restaurant that for some reason still has paper cutout pictures of bagels and crap on the wall. So it's kind of like they don't trust that you knew this was still a restaurant. So they had to put like pictures of like a corned beef sandwich that you'd see in like a crappy deli, like a southern deli, like kind of like, you know, like it tastes better when you call it gyros, kind of those little like table toppers kind of thing. So the male protagonist shows his mom this like plastic battery powered menorah that lights up when you press a button, and she gets all excited. And then they do the traditional Hanukkah casting out of exposition. And that's when we learned that they also have a deli in LA, and they have like several delis there, and they're opening a new branch in New York City. So they're
Well, that's the turf of the other people.
exactly. Unlike, say, like Fatburger or In-N-Out, they're jumping right to the East Coast. They're not doing this like crap going to Arizona or whatever. Yeah. His family is LA Jews, which aren't really shown on TV or media as much, but it's basically the same as your standard New York Jews, except they're all tan and very, very thin.
I think the LA Jews get plenty of representation.
I don't think like LA Jew family, you don't really see that in a lot of things, you know?
There's a fair amount of Jews in LA, so
Yeah.
you see
I think the OC, then they have the whole thing with Christmaka, where there was like their half
that-
Christmas, half Hanukkah celebration.
I sadly
Didn't
missed
you
a
ever
lot
see,
of those.
Well, that's the OC. That's Orange County. That's not
Orange
necessarily
County,
LA.
What's that recent show with Seth Rogen, the studio?
Okay.
Yeah.
Studio has, I mean, he's Jewish, and they even make a point of there's like a couple other guys that he meets with regularly who are also in the industry, and one of them likes to always mention, you know, goes a little overboard about how we're all Jews, and he's always a little sick of it. Like, yeah, we're all Jews. Because so I mean, I think there's a fair amount of.
You don't see him. I just don't think you don't see him as often. I think it's like when you think of like the classic Jewish family, it's a lot far more of like this stereotype that these people are playing into. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when I think of traditional Jewish families, they're always in Greensboro.
that's true. Yeah,
That's just
true.
just from experience.
Greensboro.
You all grew up in Greensboro.
Anyway, so Jacob, the main character, he's in his like late 30s probably, and his parents look to be like boomers or maybe early Gen Xers, but they all talk like the stereotypical Jewish mother, and it's like a really weird way of like leaning in. They don't. I don't know. It's a weird like kind of, I don't know whether that's like just normal way that these actors talk or whether it was like they were trying for something. But one of the things that comes up in there is that they mentioned that they serve poutine. and their deli.
Because the New York deli looks like it's in Toronto.
Yeah, and this one looks like in Montreal.
All comes together.
So either they're going from Toronto to Montreal, or I don't know if poutine would count as being kosher.
I mean, it could be.
It's cheese and beef gravy.
Well, if you have cheese and meat, then traditionally, no, it wouldn't be kosher. But is it always beef gravy? Because you could do a poutine
I guess you could do like a turkey gravy. I don't know.
Sometimes it's ranch dressing, I think.
I think as long as you're not, I mean, by standard kosher rules, as long as you're not mixing dairy and meat, you're okay.
Well, it's dairy and beef. It's because it's
Beef.
the.
Well,
you can mix a
meat.
different meat with dairy.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No,
wow.
no meat and
Okay,
dairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it all comes from that lamb seething its mother's milk.
Yeah,
line,
see,
which
that's
is
why
gross.
I thought
But
as
no,
long as
it's-
they weren't related, the animals weren't related to each other.
No,
it'd be
if
okay.
it's-
What about exotic ones like alligator or venison? Or
They don't even
does that
have
count, or
milk.
does that just count as meat?
They're not even mammals. They
It
don't
gets
get milk.
really complicated after a while. Technically, an egg is considered dairy, even though it's
Ow.
a larval chicken's chicken.
All right.
And then when you put a
caviar.
moonstone, it evolves into Eevee. I think it's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes to. I mean, at this point, my head's already hurting with like how much we hit with like tradition versus modern.
And there are fake
California
bands
versus
in
New
this,
York.
right?
Yes, there
You're
are
not
fake
tricking us
bands.
with
Yeah,
this.
no, not tricking.
This is all
us.
sounding pretty hacky, Jew face kind of
It's
stuff.
fine, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
It's breezy and it's a. But he goes to New York. He ends up in a rental apartment that is in her building, which
Okay,
a little
convenient.
Yeah, convenient. And B, this is actually less believable. They have subway art, like signs for like the different subway lines as art on their wall. I don't think that people in New York use that as art. I think that's something that again you might find in Toronto.
That's more of a vandalizing, stealing signs kind
but
of
it's like
thing.
in this very fancy kind of apartment. It
Yeah,
has
that
that
makes
kind of
no
like
sense,
stylized looking kind of, anyway. The big thing is both boobies have signed them up for the same matchmaker, and they write to each other under aliases. They actually meet in person and they start hanging around. And one of the things weird is they use it as a framing device, this like the lighting of the menorah in this like kind of public park. And the closed captioning keeps saying that they're saying the blessing in Yiddish.
I mean, it would normally be Hebrew.
And it sounds like to me like what Hebrew sounds like. It doesn't actually sound like. I mean, I was trying to match it up phonetically because they didn't bother translating it. I was trying to match it up phonetically.
Yiddish is
with,
more of a German
Just a mood
sound.
language.
yeah.
Yiddish is more of a Germanic language.
So I mean, maybe like the initial pass was done by Jews and then they just farmed it out to like the Goyim who were,
AI.
like, AI. So in an attempt to keep the deli hopping and busy or whatever, she wants to get people in. Molly decides to announce a Hanukkah songwriting contest.
Finally.
Yes, finally. We finally get to the band. This is on the second day. She announces it the same day it happens.
Okay.
So you have to write a song that day.
Not only
Everybody,
that,
quick, hurry.
even more difficult, she announces it at the menorah lighting, and then everyone retires to the deli afterwards to have the contest.
So people have to write a song as they're walking back.
This is like 15 minutes of prep. Okay.
Apparently so.
Looking at my shoes, walking back to the deli.
But we do have some quality resulting work, I have to say.
Oh, well, okay.
Sadly, the first contestant is unnamed.
Oh, I hate you unnamed. I hate you so much.
And
That's Moshe Moskowitz.
The credits are also unclear. It's not. I mean, the kid who ate donuts really actively. At one point, they make the jelly donuts, and he eats them really actively. He gets a credit as donut boy. But we don't
this
actually
guy-
have first contestant.
I
no.
hate that too.
And it's too bad because this is what he gave us.
Hanukkah, Hanukkah, Hanukkah.
He only had 15 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly,
Fair.
The second one, who's played by Cora Matheson, who also is in quite a few, not just Hallmark movies, but Hallmark Hanukkah movies. I think she's credited as Emo Girl in the credits,
Okay.
and she gives us this.
Hanukkah's here, and we can't agree if it starts with an H or it starts with a C. But the only thing that really matters to me is jelly donuts. That's it.
Again, written in 15 minutes, not too bad.
Yeah, well.
Then we have the star casting of Lisa Loeb.
Oh, yeah.
Real.
They brought in a
musician,
ringer.
Real Jew. Yes, also. And in an interview about her Jewish traditions and growing up, she mentions how she grew up in Texas. She used to love the Jewish delis in Dallas. And then she also mentioned that she likes to put mayonnaise on her sandwiches, on her corned beef sandwiches and pastrami. I think that eliminates your Jewishness then.
Well,
doesn't it wipe it
sure
away?
It burns a little bit. Mayonnaise on corned beef. I mean, there's I'm not anti-mayonnaise. There's plenty of things I think mayonnaise has a place on, but
it just seems a weird choice.
So now I'm the most Jewish person here.
Possibly so.
No mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, no.
Mayonnaise rejection isn't necessarily a tenet of Judaism.
Not only does
Lisa you were talking made it sound like it was.
Depends on how you make it.
Not only does Lisa Loeb get a song, she gets a name, Natalie.
Woohoo!
So we can add her to the Rocklopedia.
Yay.
Did she win?
Here is her song.
Candles burning bright, golden and blue, shining through the darkest night. Night, 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 night. Let the light shine, let the light shine in the window, in the window. When you think it's almost gone, there is still hope. There is still hope. There is still hope.
And yes, she won.
That's a winning song.
Part of being a ringer is that you can use a song from 2012 that you put out on an album several years before.
You say.
So she had a Hanukkah song?
She did, yeah. She's had.
I had no idea.
She also plays the Wake Up song, which my 4-year-old loves.
That's right.
Just several albums of kid music.
She won a
too.
Grammy Award for Best Children's Music Album.
Oh, really? Okay.
2016.
And at this point, I wrote in my notes, "Oh God, there's 55 more minutes left."
55 more minutes.
Do we have to talk about all of them?
There's there's trials and tribulations. There's a latke cooking contest.
Another contest.
They find out that the recipes are identical, and it comes out that the LA family has ties to New York, and it comes out that Molly and Jacob's great grandmothers came over on the same ship, and they shared their beloved recipes with each other, and so they both have the same latke recipe. So not nearly as much fake bandage as I'd hoped. It actually was promised more. That was actually the first line of it is like that there was this contest. Lisa Loeb was in it.
Well, they had the big star like Lisa Loeb, so they had to put that at the top.
But,
Wow.
Okay. All right. So here's a fun, weird one.
So Lisa Loeb doesn't show up in any of the rest of the film.
No, she comes in, sings the song,
and leaves.
Yeah.
Wins the contest, gets her money, moves on.
Mic drop.
She gets like 3 pans of latkes.
She heads immediately to another town because she has 8 days of Hanukkah song contest to clean up on. So
that's 24 pans
the
of
next
latkes.
deli.
Okay,
Wow.
so here's a fun, weird one. Thanks to Sarah Sherman from Saturday Night Live. In the 9th episode of season 48, the one that was hosted by Austin Butler. So on the first day of Hanukkah, at 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon at the Oasis, which is a Jewish retirement community, a theater filled with elderly Jewish women enjoyed the late show of their favorite singer, Jewish Elvis, who's also played by Sarah Sherman.
So his name is Jewish Elvis.
He is Jewish Elvis.
He's not a Jewish Elvis.
No, he is Jewish Elvis.
Okay. All right.
So the main audience members are an exasperated granddaughter played by Chloe Fineman, who's trying to understand what Jewish Elvis is. Grandmother Cecily Strong and her 2 friends are the horny Ego Wodum and the hornier Austin Butler in drag. And he had just started in the Elvis biopic that year.
Oh, okay.
So now he's watching Jewish Elvis as a horny old Jewish woman. Jewish Elvis, he kind of sings, mostly complains. Here's a sample.
Wise men say, who are these wise men? Why are they so wise? Only fools rush in. What's the rush? Everybody just relax. I can't help. I could help. I don't want to. I'm tired. My back hurts. I can't help ordering a Diet Coke at every restaurant I go to.
Oh, he sings like a friggin' angel. Oh my God.
His catchphrase is, "It's a disaster." And don't worry about it. It's Viva Las Vegas.
Nice.
It's a really short, good dumb fun.
All right.
Wow.
For the hunt for Hanukkah related fake bands, I had to do You know what I thought I'd never do? Get the Hanukkah Plus, the Hallmark Plus channel.
You need that. We needed the Hanukkah Plus channel.
There's only going to be like 6 icons.
Yeah.
Constant rotation.
Okay, you best believe I'm going to get all I can out of this preview before I've had to pay for the full subscription.
Yeah, we're not doing
It's going to be 1 week of watching as many Hallmark movies as I can.
I think a week worth of Hallmark movies is all the Hallmark movies you'll ever want to watch.
Okay, so I searched through their a few Hanukkah offerings and found this movie Round and Round, which had a picture of a DJ in the photo collection. So I figured I could stomach this undoubtedly wretched movie for the sake of one fake DJ.
So I'm guessing the name is referencing the tradition of gambling that we have on Hanukkah with the dreidels.
Right on.
There you
It's
go.
like you know something about Hanukkah.
Figured it out. You know what the fun thing to do if you're ever in a dreidel spinning opportunity?
Yeah.
It's fun to get the dreidel really going and say, "Come on, Daddy needs a new talus." Just makes it more
All
fun.
right, so let's get all the fake bands out of the way before we have to talk about this movie.
Okay.
Plural. He said
Okay.
plural.
So the movie starts with a DJ playing at a Jewish singles dance on the 7th night of Hanukkah, 1986. We find out the DJ will end up being the mother of our protagonist,
Okay.
and her name is Joanna.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's no like DJ name, and she doesn't have a last name back then. So I'm just going to call her DJ Joanna.
Okay.
Okay. That works.
Then there's this busker who's playing Hanukkah songs at the train station. He's in several scenes. He interacts with major characters. He's a solid role in this movie. He actually helps move the plot along, and his name is Busker.
Oh.
So we can't, we probably can't use him. So at some point in this movie, to jump ahead a little bit, our main character Rachel gets butt dialed, and people are analyzing it, and they recognize another fake band.
What?
Wait, what are they analyzing?
A
The
butt
butt?
dialing. So butt dialing went to voicemail, so they're all listening to it.
I got
For
you,
a plot point, I don't
gotcha.
know if I need to get into it.
Okay.
So there's
yeah.
a song in the background of the.
There's a band playing,
Oh,
and they're like,
okay.
"Oh, I know that band.
Ah, okay.
It's an all-female '80s cover band called the Rad Reagans."
Yay!
Wow.
But we don't meet them, we don't see them, and it's really hard to hear because it's a butt-dialed phone kind of thing. So there's not going to be a clip of that either.
Recognizing a cover band from a butt dialed
Phone,
message.
yeah.
That's
It's impressive.
skillful knowledge. That's a lot
You're
of
probably
knowledge.
recording this through a layer of maybe denim or chino
possibly,
fabric.
Yeah, maybe.
Corduroy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so about the movie Round and Round.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Really?
I was surprised. I was like, I expected something wretched.
Yeah.
I expected, it's the same kind of movie. No, you should really go see Round and Round. It's a good movie. The premise is our hero, Rachel, played by Vic Michaelis, relives the 7th day of Hanukkah again and again.
Oh, so it's a Groundhog's Day.
Hanukkah Groundhog Day. In fact, they even reference that in the movie.
So it's
Oh.
Ground Hanukkah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. She wakes up when her mom calls her to remind her to get the jelly donuts for the Hanukkah party that night. She gets, is there a name for that, the jelly donuts?
Sofiniot.
I'm just going to say jelly donuts.
You can call them jelly. They're basically just jelly donuts. They're delicious.
She gets the donuts. She goes to the train station. She bumps into a guy. The donuts go flying.
Oh.
He tries to help her, but then he's like, I have to make my train. He runs off, and he drops a small wooden box as he goes. Her boyfriend calls. He fakes an illness. He's like, I can't make it to the party. I got an airport cold. I don't want to be a super spreader. And so she's like, all right. She goes to the old family home where mom and dad are all lovey-dovey, and her sister and her wife are all lovey-dovey, and she just hasn't met her soulmate yet.
Oh.
Now, the dad, did you guys watch Suits? Or were you like me and just watch Suits commercials? So you know what
Barely.
Suits is.
Yeah.
Nah,
But
I don't know.
you didn't even see Suits commercials?
Was that the show that the
Everybody's in a
Meghan
suit.
Markle was
Princess?
in?
Yeah, Meghan Markle.
Yeah, they're like lawyers, and one
Okay,
guy's not a lawyer.
Honestly, I
But
had no idea what the show was about.
okay, but there's a bald, angry guy in the commercials. He's the dad.
Okay.
Oh.
And so I'm pretty happy to see him in a non-yelling at the commercial guy.
I think I may have thought the Suits commercials were Men's Warehouse commercials.
he could have been.
Possible.
Anyway, he's the dad. So the party starts. We meet the crazy relatives. Grandma has someone special for her to meet. Guess who the person is?
Busker.
Oh,
It's
the
Busker.
guy.
It's not the busker. It's the guy
Guy.
who runs into her and knocks the donuts over.
Oh,
And she's like, oh, I got a little box. You dropped your box. She's
Your
like,
lament configuration?
man, that is convenient.
She's like, oh, great, the box. That's where I keep my Dungeons and Dragons dice.
Ooh.
So she's like, oh, great, this guy is a real catch. So anyway, we light the candles. And they do, actually, this movie does a really good job of highlighting Hanukkah and explaining it and not like just blowing it off. The rest of the movie doesn't take itself seriously, but it takes Hanukkah seriously. So I thought that was pretty good. They light the candles. Grandma gives her a special metal dreidel that has been in the family for generations.
Because it's weighted. Is it a weighted? He comes up Gimmels. Is that what it is?
It did come up Gimmel.
Yeah, of course it did.
But she gives some like Judaic mysticism kind of thing about the dreidel that everybody's just like, oh yeah, you're just a crazy old grandma talking.
And if it stops spinning, she's in reality, and if it keeps spinning forever, she's still stuck in the dream, right?
I think that's a different movie.
yes.
Okay.
So anyway, she spins it in an epic dreidel game with the cousins, and light kind of flashes off the metal of the dreidel, but that's just because it's catching light from the fire because the curtains are on fire.
Wait, what?
Wow.
There's a faulty Hanukkah string of lights with the frayed wire caught the... So it wasn't... Oh, it just happened to be flashing. I'm sure nothing mystical was happening with the dreidel.
Right.
mystical arsonists.
So, the next morning, phone wakes her up again. It's her mom reminding her to get the jelly donuts for the 7th night of the Hanukkah party. So what? Huh? What's going on? The day keeps repeating itself and she's freaking out and everything.
If they could have had a copy of Sonny and Cher singing Dreidel, 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 and it starts out again just like Groundhog Day, that would have been amazing.
So she's at the donuts. She's talking to the same woman with the same story. She's at the train station. The same guy runs into her drops the donuts. The same stuff starts happening. And she's like freaking out because she's in a time loop and
It's
everything.
day one, yeah.
So grandma's there. Oh, here's the guy. Oh, it's the guy who I ran into and everything. And then she's like, your nerd box. She pulls out the little, your nerd box with your D&D stuff. You dropped this. So, okay. She starts explaining shit. You must be into science fiction. He's like, well, I'm into fantasy, but I dabble in I'm into fantasy, yeah, but I dabble in science fiction. Look, this is what's happening.
There are many colors in the nerd rainbow, lady.
So she starts explaining, I'm in this time loop. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And so he starts to believe. He's like, oh, you might be in a time loop and everything. How can I help? I'm in.
Yeah.
He's like, here, give me your phone number. And then you call me in the morning. And then she's like, what's with you guys? The number's not going to be there in the morning. I'm in a loop. What don't you understand about the loop? So he gives her some information so that she can, when she sees him the next day, to kind of convince him.
Right.
So they can kind of jump ahead a little bit.
Yeah. She retains her memories, of course.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, she
has the memories.
phone number.
You can make it.
We used to do that. We used to memorize phone numbers.
Oh.
7 digits, so
My
wow.
God, I know it's a lot.
With area codes?
No, we didn't memorize area codes. We didn't have to. There was only like 2 in the whole state.
Well, you had like when it was like, Pennsylvania 6400
Yeah,
when you were a child.
Well, you had that
So-
mnemonic device of the 2 letters.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so the days go on. They go to the expert, which is his friend who runs a comic book store. They start talking about all the different storylines.
Right.
They talk about Marvel Universe. They talk about Star Wars Universe.
That's kind of funny.
It's a really good. I don't want to spoil too much. There's some twists in there, but I really recommend this movie if you want to watch something Hanukkah related. Round and Round, good movie.
Right.
Okay, so let's jump into what T Mike found.
Okay.
It says Arthur's Perfect Christmas.
Yes. Okay. So the hour-long PBS Arthur Christmas special, Arthur's Perfect Christmas, aired November 23rd,
Now
2000.
you've just said Christmas twice in the first sentence. You do remember this is a Hanukkah show.
Yes. Yes, of course. Okay. This is Hanukkah adjacent. Okay?
How much Hanukkah are we talking about?
Charles, do you remember when we looked at that? We were looking for places in LA and we went like well into Koreatown and like into Chinatown, and it was listed as being West Hollywood adjacent,
Yes.
which for people who are not from the LA area, that's a long ass way away.
It's West LA adjacent.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to guess
How
about
adjacent is this?
12%, maybe.
Oh, that's all you're going to get.
17, maybe. up
Okay,
to
you can
70%?
talk about this episode, but you
right.
can only talk about the Hanukkah related parts of this episode. Our next episode is going to be Christmas related.
All right,
You can
all right.
save the other 88% for
Okay,
that.
all right. Okay. So the rich kid at school is having a big Christmas party. I know. All right, but her best friend, Francine, that's Muffy, her best friend is Jewish. And Muffy, of course, wants her best friend to come to the party, but the party is on the same night as the last night of Hanukkah. And Francine keeps telling her, I'm not coming to the party. I can't come. I don't want to come. I want to be with my family on Hanukkah. But
Just a quick reality check here. In the real world, by the 8th day, no one gives a crap anymore. She would happily go to the party.
At what day do people kind of phone it in?
4.
4
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muffy, voiced by Melissa Altro, she's doing the party. Francine is voiced by Jodie Resther, and her family are Jewish cartoon monkeys, and Muffy is Christian cartoon monkeys. So
They're monkeys?
yeah, they're monkeys.
What animal is
Arthur is an aardvark.
An aardvark.
He's an anthropomorphic aardvark.
My favorite kind of aardvark.
Charles, like how I stole that one?
I did.
Anyway, so Muffy literally is not hearing Francine say, "I'm not going to your party." So she has the big party, and a wonderful time is being had by all at the party. And then Muffy, who has crowned herself the Princess of Christmas, is now distributing presents, which is not a bad deal. I mean, you go to the rich kid's party and you get a free present. Nice. First person she calls, because his best friend, is Francine. But where is Francine? Francine is not there, of course. So what does Muffy do? She drags the party to a screaming halt, won't distribute any more presents till she gets Francine on the phone and says, "Where are you?" That's when they have this unfortunate conversation.
I couldn't come to your party because it's Hanukkah, but you just didn't listen.
But you could see your family any old day. Besides, it's not like Hanukkah is as important as Christmas.
Gasp!
Well, she's not wrong. I think any Jew would agree. As far, just in terms of how the religions see their given holidays, of course, Christmas is
So you're saying magic oil that lasts longer than you thought is not as important as the birth of a savior in the entire human race.
Sure, if you believe that Jesus was the Messiah, then absolutely,
Okay.
that is a far more important holiday.
So, okay.
Yes.
She's out of line, but she's right.
I don't even know that she's out of line.
Okay.
She's just spitting truth.
All right. That's almost every part of the
Okay,
Hanukkah
great.
part.
We'll talk about the rest of Christmas.
One more bit, because they got to make up. They gotta so after it all, Muffy feels bad and calls Francine, finally breaks down, and they go over to Francine's house to make amends. And so the Muffy's Christian cartoon monkey dad gives this Jewish cartoon monkey family a ham.
For real?
For real.
Oh, wow.
A big ass
Wow.
ham to make it up. A ham, a giant ass ham. Anyway, so Francine gets to explain why Hanukkah is so important to her.
Do they? I guess you just accept the ham and say thank you.
He was very
Yeah.
gracious. The dad was super gracious. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thanks. We'll
And there is a fake band in this that I'm sure we'll talk about at some
later."
point.
That's fine. I mean, maybe they didn't keep kosher. Maybe they were a reformed congregation.
I don't know. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Francine they make up. Francine's family sings in an old traditional Jewish song. The actual fake band was back in the Christmas party, Muffy's Christmas party. They're called the Squabs.
Okay, we'll talk about it next episode.
Wait,
But
hold on. One
just
quick-
because they sing a Christmas song. Okay, fine.
Does Arthur have like a snout?
He does, yeah.
If you go back to the very first Arthur book, because they're based on a series of books, he has a prodigious snout.
You know what a snout like that would probably be good for?
Mm-hmm.
Playing a clue horn, and I bet it would sound something like this.
Oh no! What are you?
Nice.
You and the Star Wars.
I really wanted to get
all right,
one in.
this is.
Nice.
I'm going to allow it. It's a
That's
perk
good.
of being a guest on the show. Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. I got another one here for you. There's a show, Dash and Lily. Have you
Yes.
heard about this? The 8-episode holiday show that came out on Netflix in 2020. It's a cute little show about two teenage misfits that build their love of Christmas in New York City and ultimately each other, all through a little red diary that they share their intimate thoughts and give each other tasks and dares. It is in the episode 3, encouragingly titled Hanukkah,
Ooh.
Nice.
that we get our fake band. One of the tasks that Dash gives to Lily is to go to an underground Jewish punk concert on the 7th day of Hanukkah. Is it important that it's 7th day? A lot of these things you do on the 7th day.
Very specific.
Is that like the
numbers here.
paper anniversary kind of thing, the 7th day or something? If you know Lily, this is so out of her comfort zone, but she does it because it's one of the dares. It's at this concert that we meet the headliner, the Challah Back Boys.
I love that.
Challah being bread.
Yeah.
Right, special kind.
Yes.
They're loud, they're edgy with their punk klezmer aesthetic. I think they're klezmer. I assume they're klezmer.
Yeah, I think so.
They do a quick exposition about the historically punk nature of the events behind Hanukkah. So they're the preachy kind of punk like Henry Rollins.
Ian McKay.
I would say that, the Maccabean revolt, I would say that's metal. I say it's totally.
You don't think it's punk? You think it's metal?
I mean, it's
a little
very,
both. I think it's 50-50.
Any guerrilla war is
Judah
more
the
punk,
Hammer.
right?
The Judah the Hammer
there was a
is
metal
it's a
name.
very metal name. Yeah. But guerrilla war is very punk.
Guerrilla
yeah.
warfare
That's true.
feels more punk
Yeah.
than metal.
Fair enough.
All right, here's a clip of the Hollaback Boys played by real rock klezmer band Gollum from New York City.
Back in the USSR, my Star of David was a crime. Shachris, min Hanmarim, Shachris, min Hanmarim. Now I'm free to pray all
How about that?
Nice.
Yeah. It's funny. It seems we usually have to edit our list, cut out a few bands.
By the
we
way-
still have a super long podcast, and here we can barely find anything.
I believe it's Golem.
It's gold.
What did I say?
Gollum. It's like not the little dude, not the weird monkey dude from Lord of the Rings.
No,
Golem,
Yeah.
the clay
I'm
man.
pretty sure that was that guy. I
Golem
saw
is
episode 3. I thought he was there.
not there. This is
Golem. I said
this is from
Gollum.
Jewish,
Yeah, he's a giant
Jewish
tall-
mythology.
yeah,
An
clay.
artificial man, usually made of clay.
Mhm.
He's kind of like a robot. Usually he kicks a lot of ass.
He has
Yeah.
a ring. It's his precious.
No, it's not. Don't do that.
Thought the ring was
Golem,
what brought him to
Golem,
life.
I made him
like
out
the,
of clay.
Like the
That's
hat
why.
from, So wait,
All right.
is Frosty just a snow golem instead
Yes,
of with
Frosty is a snow golem.
with a hat instead of the Hebrew word of life?
I mean, you could put a hat on him that says the Emmett, that says the Hebrew
Okay.
But
word.
anyway, it took us forever to find those.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We
And
struggled.
mine is 80% Christmas.
Yours is Christmas.
Yeah, yours
Gave
Yours
him a
has
damn
nothing to
ham.
do
they
with
mentioned
Christmas.
they mentioned the anyway.
So I guess
they
it's up to
mentioned
me.
it.
I had 2 unnamed people, and then
Yours was
alone.
about sandwiches, Alan.
Yeah,
it was
it was.
barely about music.
It really wasn't.
So it's up to me. It's up to me to tell AI that it's their responsibility. So after the break, we're going to perform the world's newest Hanukkah special, complete with fake bands. This is the Rock Beat Fake Bandica. All right, we're back. And to quote Burt Bacharach, what the world needs now is more Hanukkah-based pop culture with fictional bands in it. I think that's what he says. I'm
Yeah,
kind of bad with
that's
lyrics.
But then he
Yeah.
says sweet and then repeats it.
We tried, but there really is a dearth of Hanukkah holiday specials, let alone ones with fake bands in them. So we decided to let the AI overlords at Claude. T-Mike wanted me to make a plug there for
I
Claude.
didn't want you to plug. I just want to make clear that this is
We let
AI
Claude
generated.
write a new special that is destined to become a holiday tradition. So without further ado, the Rocklopedia is not ready for podcast players. Present to you The Fourth Light. Interior, van, highway, day. The van is cluttered with equipment, fast food wrappers, and banned merchandise. Marcus drives while Jake rides shotgun, scrolling his phone. Danny sits in the back, drumming on his knees. 4 hours to Pittsburgh. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're definitely gonna.
We're not going to make it.
What was that?
That was either the engine seizing or my will to live.
The van jerks and slows. Marcus pulls over onto the shoulder. Maybe it's just, tired. Vans get tired.
Danny, that's not how.
What?
this
You get
works.
tired. Marcus gets tired. Why is the van different?
Because the van is an inanimate object?
That's discriminatory. Jake's phone rings. He looks at it, panicked.
That's Brian.
Don't answer it.
Answer it!
Brian, my favorite manager. We are so on schedule.
Jake, please tell me you're not broken down on the side of the road right now.
That's oddly specific. Why would you?
I have your location shared, genius. You haven't moved in 5 minutes.
Oh, crap. Exterior highway continuous. The 3 band members stand next to their smoking van. It's cold. Danny shivers. How long did the tow truck guy say?
2 hours.
2 hours? The show was in 4 hours.
There's a rest stop half a mile up. Nina's Diner. We can wait there.
Hey, it says they have a Hanukkah celebration tonight. That's cool.
Yeah, super cool. I'm going to miss my big gig on the fourth night of Hanukkah. Very on brand for my Jewish experience.
I didn't know you were Jewish.
I'm not. I mean, I am, technically. But my parents were super secular. We never did anything.
Wait, isn't Hanukkah, isn't that the one with the candles?
Yes, Danny.
And the spinning top thing?
Dreidel, yes.
And that's different from Passover?
Let's just get to the diner.
Interior, Nina's Diner, day. A classic roadside diner with a Hanukkah menorah on the counter, blue and silver decorations, and a small table set up with dreidels and gelt. The place is nearly empty except for Nina, wiping down tables, and Ruth, sitting in a booth with young Lily, who's coloring. The band walks in looking defeated.
Welcome to Nina's. Sit anywhere you like. We got latkes on special for Hanukkah.
Latkes? I love latkes. I think we're latkes.
Potato pancakes, sweetie. Best you've ever had.
They slide into a booth. Ruth looks over from her table.
You boys look miserable. Broken down?
Is it that obvious?
I've been stuck here 3 hours myself. My son's coming from Toledo, but he's delayed. We were supposed to be at my daughter's for the fourth night.
We brought the menorah, though. Grandma says we can still light it here.
Fourth night, just like you.
Yeah, just like me.
3 orders of latkes, please, and coffee. Lots of coffee.
Nina nods and heads back. Jake checks his phone anxiously.
Are you boys in a band?
Yeah, we're Flannel Mouth. We're supposed to play in Pittsburgh tonight, but our van
has betrayed us.
Flannel Mouth? That's a terrible name.
It's ironic.
If you have to explain it's ironic, it's not ironic. It's just bad.
Do you know any Hanukkah songs?
The dreidel one?
That's the only one most people know.
You Jewish? You an MOT?
Sort of. My mom was, but we never really,
One of those families.
What is that supposed to mean?
Means you probably had a Christmas tree and felt guilty about it.
Well, we did have that little tree in the van last year.
It was Charlie Brown themed. It was secular.
You cried when Linus did that speech.
That speech is emotional, Danny.
Identity's complicated, Bubba. No shame in it.
Interior, Nina's Diner. Later, the band is eating latkes. Danny is on his third plate. Nina brings coffee refills.
So you boys sticking around for the lighting? Doing it at sundown. Carlos usually comes by. He's a tow truck guy. And a few locals. Not much, but it's nice.
Carlos, the tow truck driver, is Jewish?
No, he just likes the latkes and the company.
Hey, we're working on it, Brian.
The venue says if you're not there for sound check in 90 minutes, they're giving the slot to another band.
What other band?
Screaming Ferret.
Screaming Ferret? Those guys aren't even grunge. They're post-ironic ska punk.
Is that a real genre?
Jake, this is the biggest room you've ever played. You can't blow this.
I'm trying not to blow it. The van blew it. The internal combustion engine blew it.
Just keep me posted.
These latkes are amazing, though.
Danny, read the room.
I am. The room is delicious.
Can't believe we're losing our spot to Screaming Ferret.
Maybe they'll be bad.
They're terrible, but they have a theremin player, and people think that's interesting.
Theremins are interesting.
You don't even know what a theremin is.
It's that spooky hand-wavy thing.
Fine.
Ruth gets up and walks over to their booth, sliding in next to Danny.
So you're gonna miss your big show.
Looks like it.
And you're sulking.
I'm processing.
You know what Hanukkah's about?
The oil lasting 8 nights.
That's the miracle part. But before that, it's about a bunch of people who were stuck in a bad situation, everything going wrong, and they had to figure out what actually mattered. They barely had enough oil to keep the light going, but they used what they had.
Well, we didn't have enough oil, and now we're stuck in a diner. What's the lesson there?
That you should have checked your oil level.
She got you.
Seriously, though, what's the point?
The point is, sometimes running out is what makes you stop and see what you've been missing. The Maccabees found their miracle when they thought they had nothing left. Maybe you boys need to run dry to find yours.
So I should be grateful I'm stuck in a diner.
You should ask yourself why you're so upset about missing the show.
Because it's our big break.
Is it? Or is it just another show?
I mean, it's a pretty good venue.
You're not upset about the show. You're upset because something matters and you can't control it. That's what Hanukkah teaches us. Sometimes all you've got is enough oil for one day, but you light it anyway.
I don't even know how to light a menorah.
And tonight you learn.
You boys the broken down van?
Yes.
Bad news. You're bone dry. No oil. Engine seized up completely. I could tow you to a shop, but you'll need a whole new engine. Nothing's getting fixed tonight, maybe not even tomorrow. Wait, you ran out of oil? On Hanukkah?
Don't.
That's actually kind of poetic.
It's not poetic. It's expensive.
The Maccabees only had enough oil for a day, and it lasted 8. You boys couldn't make your oil last 4 hours.
The oil light has been broken for months.
That, it doesn't make it better, man. But hey, Nina makes the best latkes in 3 states. Stick around, have some dinner. Sometimes getting stuck is the universe telling you to slow down. Interior, Nina's Diner. Evening, sundown. The diner is slightly fuller now. A few local patrons have arrived. The menorah is on the counter. Nina lights shamash candles. Is that right? Shamash candles?
The shamash, that's the, yeah.
Nina lights shamash
There's
candles.
just one.
Nina lights shamash candle. Period.
The
Singular.
shamash. The shamash candle.
Yeah.
Nina lights the shamash candle. Ruth stands with Lily. The band sits in their booth, defeated, but watching.
Thank you all for being here on the 4th night. We're a little makeshift family tonight. Some of us stuck, some of us planned to be here, but that's what makes it special. Got the nachas. You, Jewish boy who doesn't know anything, come up, come help us light.
I really don't think
Go.
You light the helper candle first, then you use it to light the others. Tonight we light 4, 1 for each night so far. I don't know the prayer.
That's okay, I'll say it. You just light. Ruchat Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu nasim levutenu b'yamim Hashem bazman hazeh. I don't know. That's the right one. Actually, that doesn't seem.
Do you tell me that AI gave us the wrong prayer?
I think they gave us the wrong prayer.
Is it actually a prayer?
This might not be a holiday tradition if AI gave us the wrong prayer.
We might have resurrected someone dead.
No one's paying attention. I'm
Why
sure.
don't you just?
Who wants more latkes and keep it moving?
Light applause and laughter. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, it was.
You okay?
Think so? I don't know. Just realized I've spent my whole life running on empty. Always going to the next gig, the next city, never stopping to check if I actually had enough.
You're still talking about oil, right?
Yeah. Oil, fuel, whatever keeps you going. I never checked. It just kept driving till something broke.
And now?
Now I'm learning that sometimes you need to stop and refill with the stuff that actually matters.
And this mattered.
Yeah, this mattered.
The phone buzzes. Text for Brian. Then you gave away your slot to Screaming Ferret. Call me. Jake stares at it, then turns his phone face down.
You're not calling him back?
Later. Right now I'm going to eat more latkes and learn how to play dreidel. Screaming Ferret can have their moment with the theremin crowd.
Yes, dreidel! Do we gamble?
You gamble with chocolate coins, young man. Nothing else.
I'll teach you, but you have to sing the dreidel song with me first. Deal.
They're going to be okay.
Maybe getting stuck was good for him.
Sometimes the best journeys are the ones that don't go anywhere. Interior, Nina's Diner, later that night. The diner is lively now. Danny is spinning a dreidel with Lily, losing dramatically. Marcus talks with Carlos about touring. Jake sits with Ruth, looking at a small menorah she's showing him.
This was my grandmother's. Brought it from Poland.
Beautiful.
That's the thing about Hanukkah. It's not about the presents or the big production. It's about the light. Doesn't matter how small your flame is. It still counts.
I think I spent so long trying to make a big flame that I forgot to just light the match.
You lit 4 tonight. That's a start.
Hey, Carlos says there's a music shop in town that stays open late. They've got a little stage in back for open mics.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I'm saying we're stuck here anyway. Maybe we do a tiny show just for them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Interior, local music shop, night. A cramped but cozy space. The band sets up with borrowed equipment. The entire diner crowd has migrated over, maybe 15 people total. Lily sits front row with Ruth.
Hey, everybody. So this wasn't the show we were supposed to play tonight, but I think it might be the one we needed to play.
Danny counts them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. They launch into an acoustic grunge version of I Have a Little Dreidel, completely rearranged with their style, slower, more emotional, surprisingly beautiful. Oh, I have a little dreidel and I made it out of clay. Oh. The tiny crowd loves it. Lily giggles. Ruth nods approvingly. They transitioned into one of their original songs, and during the bridge, Jake catches Ruth's eye. She gives him a small nod. He smiles. Interior, repaired van, 1 week later. The van is back on the road. The band drives in comfortable silence. A small menorah sits on the dashboard.
So the Pittsburgh venue wants to rebook you next month.
That's great, Brian.
You don't sound excited.
No, I am. I just learned that sometimes the detours are the point.
What the hell does that mean?
It means we're going to light Hanukkah candles in every city we play next year.
Danny, Hanukkah doesn't work like that.
Metaphorical candles, Marcus. Metaphorical candles.
Metaphorical candles. Let's find a diner. I want latkes.
It's 10 a.m.
Latkes transcend time, Marcus.
They drive off into the distance. The end.
Wow.
AI wrote that in 50 seconds.
Wow.
I mean,
And
there's
they couldn't get the right, the right prayer.
I don't know if I don't think
Wow.
the prayer was right, but it was surprisingly coherent.
That's the I'm
Alarming in a way.
alarmingly coherent. I'm kind of frightened by how coherent that was that AI can pull off.
I told it to make a sitcom. It was a terrible sitcom.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of jokes in this thing.
Yeah.
No, not a lot of jokes.
No.
And they should have ended it with something realizing that Ruth actually died in a car wreck in this very diner 10 years ago tonight.
Tragic menorah lighting accident.
I was going to ad-lib the van T-boning her car, killing everybody, but
I do like that all the crap fake band scripts out there have generated this script that has the same weird thing of an unsuccessful band having a manager. That's
Yeah.
so
Right,
many
yeah.
of those movies we saw.
tiny
like,
little bands don't
tiny
usually
little-
have like one of the band members has to do all the booking.
Exactly.
And
but
stuff.
he's not a terrible manager. He's
No,
actually quite a
he's
decent
actually a good
manager.
manager. Yeah.
And that's true. He's not.
And-
he's not stereotypically bad.
Wasn't that Green Room movie in Pittsburgh?
No, that
No,
was
that
at
was
Pacific
in-
Northwest.
Yeah.
Oh, Pacific Northwest. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay,
I did like that somehow Screaming Ferret is really close to Screeching
Screeching
Weasel.
Weasel, yeah,
It's
that's
a real
pretty
band.
close,
So I don't
yeah.
know if that was like a somehow it made a good parody name there. And Flannel Mouth for a grunge band, I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this becomes a holiday tradition that everybody can enjoy year in, year out.
And you can pick your own shifting accent to read the script yourself if you want. You know,
And because it's AI, it's copyright free.
that's right.
Oh, okay. There you
You
go.
don't have
Wow.
to give us credit, and possibly you maybe shouldn't.
I feel like we've all done a little bit of growing up.
All right. Hey, happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Happy Hanukkah,
Happy
everybody.
Hanukkah.
All right. And for Jason, welcome. Thank you. Welcome. You've been here for this whole time.
Yeah,
try
Thank
that
you for
again.
being here, Jason.
Oh, it's fun. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Happy,
Okay. And I'm Charles. There's Alan.
happy Hanukkah, everyone.
There's T Mike.
Peace out.
And this has been the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to the Rock.
What are you doing, Charles?
What? No,
What are you-
because we got all excited when Jason was here. We didn't do the news
that was
stuff. We
exciting.
didn't talk
That was exciting.
The
Yeah.
show was over, Charles.
No, we didn't talk about some of the news stuff we wanted to talk about.
What?
Well, one of them I want to mention is that Steve Cropper, the
Oh,
music
yeah.
legend
Okay.
and guitarist for the Blues Brothers, passed away earlier.
You're
here.
right. You're right. I'm
At the age of
sorry.
84, he was the guitarist for the Blues Brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And
so-
also,
Good long life.
yeah, also the Blues Brothers 2000.
Yes,
Yeah.
to a lesser extent.
Yes. Well,
But anyway-
everything about Blues Brothers 2000 was to a lesser extent.
So another legend.
Yeah, another fake band legend just passed
I
away.
did want to point out that Disney World has officially changed the name and branding of their rock and roll coaster. They're moving away
From
from
Aerosmith, yeah.
Aerosmith because kids love Aerosmith. It's now the Electric Mayhem. It's
Yes!
going to be the rock and roll coaster.
Yes.
And so they're going to
Woo!
change all the signage and everything. It's
The
all
sad thing
Muppet
is
stuff.
they got rid of the Muppets 3D experience, the theater
Yeah.
thing, which was actually one of the last things that Jim Henson worked on, which is kind of
Yeah,
sad, but
yeah.
it was.
They
Well,
did.
They
had-
lost their iconic studios too. They sold and moved out of there.
They added all the Muppets to the rock and roll coaster.
Yeah.
Then they realized that Steven Tyler was still there. They just assumed he was a Muppet. So they had to pull all that back
Yeah.
out again.
I could see that.
I did, and also found out there's a new fake band movie coming in April 2026, an Anne Hathaway movie called
Nice.
Mother Mary, and she plays the title character, who's an iconic pop star who reunites with her estranged fashion designer best friend. And then I think things get dark. I think.
of course.
I don't think it's hilarity
Yeah.
ensues. I think things get dark.
Things get dark. Oh,
So anyway, they'll probably in the coming months we'll probably talk about
oh
that.
good. Okay.
But that's not why I stopped this show.
Can I stop you from it? Because I have one tiny piece of news I want to throw in. I just found out the other day. It's a little bit old, but apparently there is.
The Beatles have broken up.
No,
What?
all right. Remember Lenny and the Squigtones?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So David Lander's daughter is doing a gender switched version of the Lenny and the Squigtones, and it's a musical called Earth to Squiggy.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me
It's-
more.
That's all I know. I can't.
Is it like LA specific area kind of thing?
It's
Wow.
only airing in Los Angeles. It's only in Los Angeles at the Gary Marshall Theater. So
And what, like, is it doing it now in December, January?
It was in October.
Oh, it was in October.
It was.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still going. I have to look.
We
it up.
need to find
Yeah, we need
more
to-
about
Yeah,
Earth
all
to
right.
Squiggy.
I will research this in a future episode. We'll
Especially if they're going to have the squig tones as part of it.
Yeah,
Oh
seriously.
yes.
Okay, all right. But that's not why I stopped this. What have I been ranting about these many weeks?
Team Mike and Snacks?
Yes, Team Mike and Snacks,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
But
All right, me eating all your snacks. The top 10, the top 100, the Billboard top
Billboard
100.
Hot 100,
now that
right?
now that streaming is like a major factor in what is a hit and what
And I
isn't,
said-
the charts have gone off the charts.
and we're waiting for Mariah Carey to reach number 1.
Yeah.
She has done it.
oh,
Mariah
good.
Carey
Now we can stop talking
Is
about it.
number 1.
Wow.
Now, let me talk about
For the what, 20th year in a row or something?
I think, well, technically, she was. She's already counted 2025 because she was number 1 at the beginning of this
Yeah.
year. So she's been number 1 twice in 2025.
That's insane.
And if it lasts long enough, she might be number 1 in 2026 before the
This
holiday is
all
over.
over again.
But so it's not that I mind Christmas songs on this list. I want to make sure that's if all the new music, if you get your Charlie XCXs making new Christmas music, fine with that, right? Your Tate McRae's out there make your Christmas songs,
So it's,
right?
it's Charlie XCX. You pronounce it that way?
I think so. How do you do it?
I thought it was like Charlie like 9010 or something like that.
Oh, it was
I think it's
Roman
XCX.
numerals?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, she can make all the Christmas songs, brand new Christmas songs. Let them be. I don't care that they're Christmas songs. I care that they're super old Christmas songs that are back.
Yeah.
Let me just mention for the top 50, just on top 50, there are 37 Christmas songs in the top 50 right
Wow.
Wow.
now. Last week for the Beatles, we talked about songs, like multiple versions of the same song.
Oh,
in the
right.
list.
Yeah, because different Beatle covers would be going up the charts at the
Yeah.
same time. Yeah.
2 different songs have multiple versions in the top 50.
Wow.
Okay, what do we got?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas and
Oh.
Holly Jolly Christmas.
Sorry,
interesting.
but who are the artists?
Well, Michael Bublé did both of them. but also Burl Ives
Burl
and
Ives,
Holly
yeah,
Jolly
Holly Jolly
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
And the
And Perry
original.
Como did It's Beginning to Look a Lot like Christmas, and Michael Bublé.
I
did
would
both
rather
of them.
listen to Perry Como than Michael Bublé.
This is the Michael Bublé sweet spot right now.
Yeah.
Singing Christmas songs. Sing them all, Michael.
It's the boobliest time of year.
Sure, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
You
let's
sing away. This is
pour a
this time.
glass of Bublé and enjoy the holidays.
But here's the interesting thing.
oh boy.
Songs sung by dead people in the top 50.
Okay.
21.
Wow.
Who?
Can we name them all?
No,
No, that would be
well,
boring,
okay.
but-
There's 21 dead people in the top 50.
Songs sung by dead people in the top 20. 8.
Okay.
40% of your top 20.
Wow. And the top 10?
Living octogenarians in the top 20, Alan. 3.
Wow.
There are 3
Wow.
octogenarians.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
And old.
Brenda Lee is 80. She is the number 3 song in the country.
Go
Wow.
Brenda Lee. I hope
Rocking
the,
around the Christmas tree.
I hope the royalties help out.
Number 17, Feliz Navidad by an 80-year-old Jose Feliciano.
All right.
And number 18 and also number 49, Darlene Love has 2 songs in the top 50. 84.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Octogenarians, Alan.
Wow.
That means they're at least 80 years old.
That's the definition. Wow. Okay, it's a little wacky. I agree.
The number 2. Why is the number 2 important here? That's how many top 30 hits by Nat King Cole, who died recently in 1965, Alan. He died 60 years ago.
Wow.
Dude.
We were not alive then.
No.
none
We
of us.
consider ourselves old people doing podcasts. We were not alive
No.
now.
No.
And he has two
That's
songs in the
impressive.
top
Wow.
30.
Wow.
It's broken.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know what
really
they're going to
is.
do.
What they should do is just have a holiday list.
Oh, it should just be a holiday top 100.
Have a holiday
Or
list.
top 50.
Start in October where you can have the Halloween ones.
You're saying
and then
make-
it goes from there to like the end of January.
Make a
new list.
A separate chart
Yes.
that's the holiday ghetto.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ghetto eyes.
Because there's no other ghetto. I celebrate.
Okay.
But there's no other holidays that really have a ton of songs, right?
No.
I would say, though, if there was a year-long Billboard Top 100 holiday song thing. That might encourage songwriters to write some lesser known holiday songs.
I could see that.
Like it might
Or you
encourage.
could see the freaks who listen to Christmas all year
Well, yeah,
round.
but
Wow,
like
yeah.
in that kind of that lull in August, when there's no
after
national
July
holidays.
4th.
I could be a star if I do a Labor Day song. No
Yeah.
one's expecting a Labor Day song.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm not sure they'd be able to fill out that top 100 every month.
Well, maybe it's not
That's
100.
okay. Maybe
top
it's not-
50, top 40.
That doesn't. I think actually it can just still be blank. I think, and people, I think
They
people will
said-
say that it could be your name here. You could record, and at a certain point, like if it's so empty, you and your folks listening to it on Spotify 7 times each.
There you go.
All
All
right.
right.
on the
You
chart.
say something
what?
where it's
That's
like
fair.
you have
That's
to have like at the roller coasters, you have to be this tall to get on the roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Uh-huh.
You have to have this many streams to get on the list.
Okay.
And if their list has 3 this week, okay, it just has 3 this week. Kind of
Okay,
thing.
all
And at
right.
Christmas, they can fill out 100.
Yeah.
I think that's fair because it would
For
give.
St. Patrick's Day, there's 1 song. Okay,
It would give.
I
I think you're right. This
Probably
would,
that body, the Irish, the American, whatever that
The
or
Pogues be all over it.
Yeah, the Pogues would be on it, and they'd have the what the thing that like I climbed up the main hill, I lost my leg. That shipping up to Boston.
Oh yeah,
song.
yeah, Dropkick Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys. Yeah.
I think this would be a great way for new songwriters to get a foot in the
I think-
door.
I think
with
it'd
a
be good.
holiday,
This is
a
a
holiday
good-
song chart.
See, I'm.
We
thinking-
have solved Billboard.
All right, there we
We've
go.
also solved the looming labor crisis that is gaining speed. So now everyone will pivot to be songwriters.
Or AI will just, churn through them.
That's
in a
true.
matter-
God,
you
no.
matter of minutes, we could have every holiday.
And everything would involve getting something put in their butt, which
That's
seems to
what
be
it
the
seems
most
like. That's what it seems like.
songs. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well,
okay.
Mariah, you made it back.
Good job,
Congratulations, number 1.
Slow, sarcastic clap.
Golden is still number 5, though. It's,
The Huntrix is still on the. Oh
Huntrix is
man,
still-
in the top 10. It's been months.
yeah, they're number 5.
Nuts.
Taylor Swift was number
Nuts.
1, dropped down. The Fate of Ophelia is now number 6. So Golden is still there.
Nice.
Impressive.
But I think just now that we've solved it, we can quit talking about
Wow.
Billboard for the rest of the year.
Yay!
All right. Okay. So, like I said before, I'm pretty sure it's already on the script there. I'm Charles. There's Alan.
See you later.
There's T Mike.
Ho ho ho.
And this
Hey, this is the Hanukkah show.
This is the Hanukkah show.
Oh, I mean,
Save it for next week.
all right. Sorry.
And this has been the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica, a production of the Van Gogh Sketch Comedy Group. The hosts are Alan Benson, T. Mike Childs, and Charles Rempel. Our editors are Alan Benson and Charles Rempel. Please be sure to subscribe to the Rocklopedia on your service of choice so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a review or email us at fakebands@bgg.com. And don't forget to visit fakebands.com and the mothership, bgg.com. Thanks for listening.